What's going on, YouTube? Block Buzz TV. I'm y'all boy Smitty, and I know y'all want to know what's the buzz on the block today. Today's buzz is Lil Boosie, and how the hell did he get a federal bond when feds don't do bonds? I'm gonna clarify this for y'all, okay? Now, if you Google "do feds do bonds," this is what you're gonna see. Federal criminal cases differ from state charges in that there is no system of bail or bail bonds in federal cases. In your typical state offense, you get arrested and a judge sets an amount for your bond. You hire a bail bondsman or post your bail and you're free to go. There is no such system in federal cases. Now I know that's going to make y'all scratch your head like, how the hell did Boosie get a bond if Google say they don't do bonds? All that means is if you get arrested in a state case and you sit in a county jail, you can contact a bail bondsman and say, hey, this is my bond amount. Y'all come get me. I got X amount of dollars. It don't work like that in the feds. You don't get locked up. You can't just call a bail bondsman to get out, but you can get a bond, and this is how it works. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, because ain't no other blogger breaking this shit down for y'all. I took my time and I did my research. I got to give a big shout out to Diane Bass. She a federal defense attorney out of Orange County in California. And since Lil Boosie called his case in Cali, I figured she'd be a good person to go off, all right? So look, this how it go. In order to get a bond in a federal case, this is how it works. You can't just call a bail bondsman and get bailed out, all right? When you get locked up by the feds, before you even go to your first court date, all right, you meet with this office called the Pretrial Service Office, all right? It's an independent office. They're not even owned by the government. But you meet with these people and they give you an interview. They basically ask you questions like, what's your ties to the community, your family history, your work history, stuff like that, all right? And after they done interviewing you, they go give a recommendation to the judge. After that, you have your first court date in federal court, all right? And your very first court date, you have something that's called a detention hearing. And in that detention hearing, the judge go over all that information that they got from your interview, depending on your charges and depending on how much time you facing. The judge either makes a decision, detention, meaning you do not get out, you stay your ass in jail, or the judge comes up with a recommendation on some kind of bond release. It could be one or two things. A signature bond, which you sign a piece of paper promising to come to court, and if you don't, you pay X amount of dollars, and that's the amount that you have to pay to bail out. The judge comes up with how much you have to pay to bail out, okay? And the second one is a property bond. Now, if you do a property bond, this is the only way you can use a bail bondsman, because a bail bondsman handle the paperwork, transferring your property, whether it's your house. They handle transferring that property over to the fucking courts until this trial is over, until the case is over. So yes, you can get a bail in federal court, but you cannot get locked up in the federal court and call a bail bondsman and just tell a bail bondsman to come get you. So that's where it's kind of tricky at, man. I hope I clarified that. No, Boosie is not a snitch. Yes, he got a bond. And they say in a federal case, once you get a bond, you have to wear an ankle monitor and this, that, and the third, man. So yes, there is a way to get a bond in a Fed case, man. Ain't nobody else doing this for y'all. Everybody else just saying any kind of BS off their own experiences. Man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm out.